Hey, what's up everybody? Scott here again from audioskills.com. I am trying a new thing on today's Facebook Live, a landscape photo. But basically in today's video, I wanted to talk about building an engaged fan base. Now, this is something that I know a lot of people want to do. You know, when you are making your music, here is the biggest thing is you want to get that music heard. If you are making, great music, you're working on so hard to make a great mix, to whatever, write a great song, do whatever you're doing when it comes to music, produce a great beat, whatever it is, you want to get that music heard. And if your music isn't getting heard, then, why are you making music? It was meant to be heard by others. But in today's day and age, there is so much competition because many people are making music, they are producing it, and it's hard to sort of break through that, or it can be hard to break through all the noise. And how to reach new fans, how to build an engaged fan base, these are things that a lot of people want to do, and they don't necessarily know how. So one big thing I wanted to mention is that it's actually easier than you think in today's environment to reach people. You have people who, for example, like Chance the Rapper, who come out like completely independent. They don't have the support of a label, but they reach a ton of people. They get their music out there. Next thing you know, they completely blow up. So one place you can do this is on Facebook. Yes, Facebook. That's where I'm at right now, right? And Facebook can be so powerful when it comes to building your following and making sure that that following is engaged. So you're not only building people who are going to, like your page or visit your website. You want to build the right kind of fan. You want to build a fan who is going to download your album, who's going to go to a show, who's going to tell their friends about your music, that kind of thing. There's this book called 1,000 True Fans, and it's the idea that what you really need is to build 1,000 engaged fans, and then you have made it. That in and of itself can be a springboard for your career or whatever you're doing there. Well, on Facebook, it's actually easier than you think in order to do this. Number one, you gotta have a Facebook page. If you are a band, or a one-man or one-woman band, if you are producing, if you are mixing, even if you're just taking clients, the first thing you gotta do is make a Facebook page. It's really easy. Set one up. From there, you gotta actually post on the Facebook page. I know so many people who go out and they make their Facebook page and they say, okay, I'm ready, where are my likes? And they aren't posting. They aren't, actually doing anything there. So you make your Facebook page, you start posting, you obviously invite your existing network in order to get them to like your page, and then maybe others will see it. That's something that in just general fan base building, taking advantage of your existing networks. It's so huge because that's what you do if you're having gigs and you start inviting people. You start by inviting your friends and family, and then maybe they come and they bring a friend or they bring somebody else or whatever, and that's how you grow it. So start with your core community. So get them all to like your page and things like that. Then from there, if you're making posts and you're being consistent with it, maybe you take advantage of memes and things like that. You'll notice on the Audio Skills Facebook page, I love posting memes, not only because they amuse me, but also because it's great for engagement. It's great to have people who, maybe get a smile on their face and they want to share a meme because they connect with that. So that's another great way. So you're doing that organic stuff. Maybe you're uploading videos. Video is so key. So if you have a song and you uploaded it to YouTube, why not upload it to Facebook as well? And then from there, you can leverage paid advertising on Facebook. And I'm not talking about spending, thousands of dollars or anything. I'm talking about spending a few bucks a day. Set yourself a budget of $50, and you would be surprised at the amount of fans, likes, shares, reach that you can get when you do something like that. You would be really, really surprised, but it's easier than you think. So that's one of the other big things with Facebook, is how paid media has really, really changed kind of the game. And a lot of musicians and bands, when they go to release an album or something like that, they feel that they need to have like this huge PR budget, and if they don't have this huge PR budget, they're not going to get anywhere. Now, I'm not disparaging that, because of course you can get great results with a good PR budget, right? But you don't even need to do that. If you're just a home studio guy or gal and you want to make some music, well, you can absolutely do that and use it on Facebook and just boost the post. It's really, really easy, and it's something that I'm going to cover more and more in the coming days and on Audio Skills. So going back to fan engagement, well, what are some other things that you can do there? Well, if you've set up a Facebook page or a website, or ideally both, or a Twitter and things like that, respond to your fans. Ask questions of your fan base. What'd you think of this? What other stuff are you guys into? Just basic things like that can be so huge. Invite them out to the shows personally. Be like, hey, we've got a show coming up, next Friday. Would you like to come out? That'd be great. Things like that. You can have giveaways, like, hey, we've got a new album coming out, or I've got a new single. I'd be one of the first people for me to respond to this post, and you'll get a free download, or whatever. Engaging with your fans is how you build loyalty, because it used to be that it was all just album sales. It was just, okay, how many albums are you going to sell? How many tracks? Whatever. That is not how it is, because the dynamics of music have changed. People don't just buy all their music now, unfortunately. They can download it for free much of the time. Even music that they like. So even a song that they absolutely love, they will circumvent it and maybe not even download it. Or they'll listen to it on Spotify and just deal with some commercials, so you're not going to really get too much money out of it. You're going to get like a few cents if you're lucky. The economics of Spotify are kind of a problem. But what you can do is that people pay for things if they are loyal and they are huge fans. I know this is true with me. If I find a new artist, I think the most recent new artist I really got into was a woman by the name of Aurora. And I discovered a few of her songs, listened to them on YouTube, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then what was my next step? My next step was to find out more about her. So I went to her Facebook, actually. I went to her Facebook page, and I saw, like, oh, she had some cool posts. She had some videos. She did, like, a Facebook Live with fans, a Q&A, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, she's really cool, and I like her music. So then, you know what I did? I went over to iTunes, and I downloaded her album. I paid whatever it was, $15. That right there, that whole exchange, I listened to her stuff for free, didn't pay for it, listened to a bunch of it, what I could find, went to her Facebook, saw like who she was, got to know a little bit more about her as an artist and things like that, thought she was really cool, and then, listened to some more music, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy her stuff. That's what got me to open my wallet and give her my money, and then become a fan, an engaged fan. And that is the kind of interaction, and when she comes back to Chicago, I'm going to go to her show. That is the kind of interaction you want. Doesn't matter if you're producing, doesn't matter if you're just a guitar player, whatever it is. If you want fans, if you want to get your music out there, you want to sell it, whatever you want to do, you want to do gigs and have people come to shows, you want to get that you want to get that interaction. You want people to hear your stuff, hear some more of it, get engaged, and then become a buyer, basically. And Facebook is so huge in that. That was so integral to what happened in my interaction with Aurora there, when I was like, oh wow, sweet artist, I love this, I'm ready to buy. So bottom line, Facebook can be so powerful. A lot of other social medias and things like that can be very powerful, especially if you do it in tandem with something on Facebook. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. No matter where you are, what you're working on, or what your skill level is, again, kind of bringing it back to the top, get your music heard, get your music out there. If you haven't made a Facebook page already for your music, go ahead and do that right now, today, and I think you're going to be really happy in the weeks and months that follow if you work on it and work on building that engagement and building that following. Have a great day, guys.